Right, so it's no it's no obvious secret that I unfortunately am a single man. And with this, obviously, of its recording being Valentine's Day, I thought we'd probably do something a little different. Instead of talking about my favourite movies, or my favourite animes, or my favourite mangas, or what I'd recommend for people, I thought we'd talk about what I would reckon are my personal top favourite anime couples. Well, not just couples in anime, but we will also be talking about ones in other parts of media. But this is my personal opinion, so if you guys disagree with me, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Also, before we jump into it, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys throughout the rest of the video. So, first of all, we got Lum and Ataru from Urusei Yatsura. It's a classic anime couple. Rumiko Takahashi clearly knew what she was on when she came up with the idea for the story and where it was all going, but just watch the remake of Urusei Yatsura and the 1983 original. It pretty much explains it all, in my opinion. Then we got Cloud Strife and Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII, which is probably one of the most traditional video game couples that you could probably get out of anyone else. I personally would pick like Cloud Strife and Aerith, but obviously that's not going to happen because it was pretty obvious that she liked Sephiroth a little bit. Then we got Krillin and Android 18 Z. This just goes to show that Goku's not the strongest person in the Dragon Ball universe. It's actually Krillin, only because he managed to pull the biggest baddie in the entire 12 universes. Then we got Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers from the Scott Pilgrim comic book series, and obviously you got the Scott Pilgrim movie and the Scott Pilgrim anime series as well on Netflix. But yeah, I mean, it's one of the most, well, I say oblivious, one of the best, like, typical, she's a emo girl and he's a gamer boy kind of relationship that they got going on. Then we got Vinsmoke Sanji and Charlotte Pudding from One Piece. Now, some people may argue that they are not technically a couple. I would personally say that they are, only for one simple factor. She's possibly the only woman that can actually tie Sanji down. It is not that hard to accomplish. Then we got Sabo and Koala from also One Piece. Now, this is a bit more on the, I was going to say, on the weirder side of it, but it's not. I would picture Sabo and Koala definitely being a couple in this scenario. Some people may disagree with me, but like I said, this is my personal opinion. And they do, at first I thought it was like more of a brother-sister relationship, but as the series has gone on, I do feel like they have more of an actual lover's quarrel. Well, not quarrel, but more of a lover's relationship. Next we got Bulma and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Hey, we've got to give out the shout out to the shortest prince of all. Then we got Buffy Summers and Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, some people, I would admit as well, I would kind of almost prefer Buffy and Spike to get together in the end of the series, but, you know, you gotta trace it all back to how it started, with it being Buffy and Angel, since Season 1. Then we got Edward Elric and Winry Rockbell from Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, what is there to say? It's one of the most better modern anime couples that you can think of. Then we have Frieren and Himmel from Frieren Beyond the Journey's End. I know the romance has obviously died off a lot quicker, but then as you see throughout the series, their relationship clearly has grown over the course through the flashbacks that Frieren has throughout the series. Then we have Guts and Casca from Berserk. Now, if you're going to be one of those cringe fans like on TikTok, or basically a My Hero Academia fan when it comes to shipping, some people might try and ship Guts and Griffith together, but if you actually read Berserk or watched the Golden Age arc, and well, the anime adaptation of the Golden Age arc, doesn't matter which one, you could probably see why I wouldn't agree with that whatsoever. But Guts does care for Casca, and it is pretty much the whole reason why Griffith went on a downward spiral, because Guts left the Band of the Hawks to be a better man for her. Then we got Marin Kitagawa and Wakana Gojo from My Dress Up Darling. Their relationship always reminds me of the one thing that I don't have. A significant other to actually just vibe with, and someone that I can share a common interest with. Then we got Joseph Joestar and Susie Q from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Out of all the couples that appear in JoJo's, I feel like theirs one is the most solid. I would have initially put Koichi and Yumiko on there, but I feel like Joseph and Susie do have that more special connection. Despite their relationship did start off initially with them just flat out insulting each other. Then we got Yugi Moto and Taya Gardner / Anzu Mazaki from Yu-Gi-Oh! Now the reason why I put two names on Yugi's love interest is obviously because if you read the manga of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or watched the English dub, they actually do have different names for the character. So Yugi's name pretty much hasn't changed whatsoever, but with the main love interest of the series, Taya, it's Taya in the dub, but they also changed it to, but the original name of her is actually Anzu in the original manga and in the Japanese version. Then we got Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy from the Spider-Man comics. Now some modern Spider-Man fans, or most Marvel fans in general, would probably prefer Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson, but to me this was more of a toss-up between Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker and Black Cat. I do prefer Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man because obviously it was there since the beginning, and that's how I've always grown to know it. Then we've got Kirito and Asuna from Sword Art Online. Just goes to show that even when you get borderline isekai'd into another world, there is that chance that you probably might be able to find that someone that would stick by you no matter what. And also because I personally do prefer the abridged version of Asuna. Then we got Sonic and Amy Rose from Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic the Hedgehog, as I keep referring to him in my free time. Obviously, one is completely head over heels, one is completely like, nah bitch, but then you got those few occasions where they actually do tend to care about each other every now and then. Then we have Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat. One is a up his own ass kind of actor, and the other one is a no-nonsense military officer. What more could go wrong? Next, we also have Cody and May from It Takes Two. A couple going through the very harsh reality of a divorce, but then end up coming back together through their daughter's imagination, and also through working together, making themselves realise why they actually got together in the first place. It is one of the greatest side stories for an indie game ever to come out. Then we also have Link and Zelda from the Legend of Zelda series. I mean, it's a Nintendo obvious choice. Now, I don't know, some people would agree with me that Link and Zelda probably are a couple, or if they're just really good friends. When I first started playing Legend of Zelda games, I always thought that, you know, they're gonna fuck. Next, we got another classic Nintendo couple, Mario and Peach from the Super Mario Bros. Games. I mean, what is there to be said that hasn't been said already about these two? You see a lot of couples cosplaying as these two characters, and obviously it got more and more obvious as the game series went forward, but then they dialed it back a little bit in the more modern Mario games, so what can you do? Nintendo know what they're doing when it comes to this shit. Then we've got Master Chief and Cortana from Halo. Now, one is obviously a super soldier, and the other one's just an AI that slowly went rogue over time. You can actually tell with the years they've been together, they do have a genuine connection. And obviously, if we were to make Cortana a real person, then obviously this would probably make things a bit easier for John Chief himself. Then we got Noctis and Luna from Final Fantasy 15. You gotta finish the game because of those two, because you just want to see them together, and plus the connection they have is just the most adorable thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. And we got another Final Fantasy couple as well, Tidus and Yuna from Final Fantasy X. I ain't gonna say anything, I'm just gonna play this clip.
Weird.
Next, try laughing out loud.
What?
Come on, show me. probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
Then we got Nero and Kyrie from Devil May Cry, only because this dude would not shut the fuck up about Kyrie throughout Devil May Cry 4. Then we got Okarun and Momo Ayase from Dan Dan. They both started off hating each other's guts to the ends of the earth, but now they actually do kind of like each other, and I really want to see why this is actually going through the anime of Dan Dan. Then we got David Martinez and Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. One grew up street smart, one grew up on the streets, but the connection they shared throughout the series, through the 10 episodes that Edgerunners proved to us, is the most beautiful thing we can, even after death. Then we got Usagi Tsukino / Sailor Moon and Mamoru Chiba / Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. Another classic shoujo fucking couple. What more can I say about it than I already... Well, not I personally, but what other bigger Sailor Moon fans haven't said about this couple already. Then we also got Crash Bandicoot and Torna Bandicoot from the Crash Bandicoot series. Obviously this shit got retconned after the first game, but then obviously with the new version of Torna and the new fan art that's been going around online since Crash 4 came out in 2022, what more can we say that we haven't been thinking already through Rule 34 and artwork? Then we got Gohan and Videl from Dragon Ball Z, hands down one of my absolute favourite couples in not just any shonen series but also in my favourite anime as well. I feel like Gohan and Videl's relationship is single-handedly one of the best we ever have in any shonen storyline whatsoever. Plus, Videl I think is one of the best girls in Dragon Ball as well. Then we got Naruto Uzumaki and Hinata Hyuguna from Naruto. She's been there for him since the beginning. He was just too blind to see it until near the end, or at least into the second half of the story. I mean, they've been together all the way through, even to having that bastard of a child, Boruto, as well. It's fucking great. Then we got Phoenix Wright and Maya Fey from Ace Attorney. I've only played a little bit of the Ace Attorney games, but I can tell that these two do hold something special, and I hope it actually goes through the rest of the Ace Attorney games. Then we got Vincent Brooks and the Catherines from Catherine. Doesn't matter which of the two Catherines you pick, either way you get a good ending out of either one. One's a succubus, the other one wants to become more successful in life, and you just gotta try and either not fuck it up or fuck it up entirely, just like a real relationship. Then we got Chloe Price and Rachel Amber from Life is Strange Before the Storm. I was going to put Chloe Price and Max Caulfield on there, but I do feel like after replaying Before the Storm, those two do share a much more stronger connection. And plus, I believe it's non-canon that Chloe Price and Max Caulfield end up together anyway, so that being not canon anyway. Then we got Sora and Kairi from Kingdom Hearts, one of the first couples I ever actually came across in a video game in my entire life. Or one that actually registered in my mind that actually do love each other. Then we got Yato and Hiyori from Noragami. And that's special right there, that's just wholesome shit. Then we got Ichigo and Orihime from Bleach. Hey, two redheads gotta stick together somehow. Then we got Spike and Julia from Cowboy Bebop. I mean, it's a bit of an odd decision for me, but, you know, dude's just trying to find his long-lost love after thinking that she's probably been dead for God knows how long. Then we got Hal and Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle. I had to put at least one Ghibli couple in there, because why not? I love Studio Ghibli, and to pick out of all the other films that they've done, I feel like Hal and Sophie are probably the better choice for it. Then, finally, we got Tatsu and Miku from We're the House Husband, and I'm cheating it a little bit here as well, but we also got Lloyd Forger and Yor Briar from Spy Family. Both pretty similar backgrounds, but overall wholesome relationships to what you can ever have in any anime whatsoever. So, that was my look into my top favourite anime couples, and also other couples in fiction as well. If you disagree with me, feel free to debate it down in the comments. Tell me what your favourite couples are in general in fiction in the comments down below. And also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell so you'll be up to date on every single one of my uploads. And don't forget to go in the description down below. You can find me on my other socials. You can find me on my TikTok, Instagram, Twitter page, my Facebook page. And also you can find my Twitch as well, where I'll be live streaming as regularly as I can. And if you miss the live streams, do not worry, because I upload the VODs onto my channel the following day anyway. So, without further ado, I'll bet you lovely lads and ladies in the next one. And this may be a bit late on the upload, But have a happy Valentine's Day. If not, enjoy next year's.